the me how he's doing. But we just had a nice big Italian dinner. It was absolutely delicious. I am very full, buttato in Italian, full. Anyway, you know what Lou in essence is doing, and I get it. Okay, is the same thing in a way that Ken Griffin is doing. Okay, and let me explain to you. Okay, they set up things that are very convenient. You understand, like XRP. It's a very convenient thing to get. It's very easy to get it. You know, you can get it in so many different places, whether it be using Robinhood, whatever the case may be, Coinbase, whatever the case may be. So many places. But the thing is, or whatever, I'm not interested in XRP. So whatever platform you use is really irrelevant. But the point is that it's easy. When I was involved in XRP, it was very hard. You know, you had to go through like Binance. You couldn't get it in New York at one point. It was very difficult. Now it's gotten a lot easier. But, the thing is this, is that convenience has a price. And this is what all you mamalukes and all you students don't understand. When something is very easy, normally it amounts to zero. It amounts to nothing. What's up, Back to the Future 99? See, he gets it. Back to the Future always gets it. When something is easy and anybody could do it, there's no value. This is what I'm trying to make all you, friggin' stunads understand this. When something is hard to do, complex, it has value. That's why the V for Victory project, you understand, has value because nobody could do it. That's the thing, nobody could do it. And I'm trying to make all of you understand this. It's like, so if we actually completed this project and we actually got together and did it, it's like, forget about it, Maron. We have now entered a new industry. We've entered an industry that no one else could ever enter. The casino industry. You're talking about we will be among the ranks of like, Steve Wynn. You understand? And this is what I'm trying to make all of you understand, but you don't get it. You don't get it. So you keep going the easy route. You understand? And the easy route ultimately is the route that made us lose $350 billion in 2022. The Robinhood, the Webull, the payment for order flow, platforms. That was the result was retail lost $350 billion. But the thing is that it's almost like a drug. It's almost like you're on a drug, you're on a narcotic, because you're so used to that convenience. See, you want to laugh. When I was growing up and I was a young kid, you understand? Like, I'm talking about when I was like, in my 20, 21, 22. It was very different, Wall Street, especially, when I was a kid, 18, 19 years old. I remember specifically, you couldn't just buy like stock. It was no internet. There was no, easy solution. You had to call a broker back in those days. You know what I mean? And there was firm minimums, and you had to qualify. You had to be a qualified person. It wasn't just see nowadays anybody could buy stock. Anybody could buy cryptocurrency. It's as simple as downloading an app on your friggin' phone and spending $1. So but the thing is, I believe that this has been a big setup by the 1%. This has been a big setup to law the uneducated. You understand? I'm sorry to say this, but the not experienced investor. You follow me? The non-accredited investor. And it was a way to get them, because think about this. One person, okay, who puts $1 in something is no big deal. But when you start getting millions and millions of people that download Robinhood and Webull and all these friggin' platforms, it becomes big, big business. And this is what you all don't understand. God bless. What's up, Udahoob? God bless Vin Gasoline. You're the best too. And Back to the Future is the best. You're all the best. But I'm trying to make you all understand that I always supported communism for a reason. Okay, well, we'll get into that. Look, this is the thing, okay? I just want to make this clear to all of you. There was a reason why Robinhood, okay, was developed. There was a reason why Webull was developed. It was a way to make things convenient and easy for everyone. Like I said, you don't have to be educated. You don't have to be experienced. Literally anybody could open up a Robinhood account. Anybody could open up a Webull account. And they could start as little as $1. They could invest. Okay. So what happened, in my opinion, it's genius. Okay. It's really genius. Is that this floodgate that was opened of the uneducated and the unexperienced is making the transfer of wealth to the 1%. Like we've never seen the likes of anything that's been happening before. Like I said, 2022, they made 350 billion. Who's they? They is the corrupt 1%. The hedge funds, the short sellers, all the secret players. 350 billion. And the thing is that now that the floodgates are open, you can't close them. You understand? People are so used to this convenience. They're so used to using these Robinhood apps and these Webull apps. They don't care anymore. That's it. Now you get people like Lou. I have to put him into the equation because Lou is selfish. Okay. And Lou understands his audience. Can I explain to you? I know exactly what Lou is doing. Lou is preying. Listen to me. And it is a prey. He is a predator. Okay, he's preying on the uneducated, the unexperienced. You know, it's kind of very similar to what Ken Griffin did, and making promises of grandeur. You understand? Like you could put $100 in XRP, and this thing is going to go to 20,000, 180,000. You're going to be a multi-millionaire. And I see people believing all this bullshit. You know, same thing with Bed Bath and Beyond. Oh, I'm going to be a multi-billionaire. That guy's Star the Killer, whatever his name is. What's the over-under on Not Too Shabby in the live stream? This guy's crazy. I will take the first bet for the V for Victory project. Well, I'm just trying to understand what you're saying in terms of the bet. You have to be a little bit more specific, Star Platinum. Are you saying the bet would be when I'm going to complete the V for Victory project, or if I will ever complete? Like, what is the exact bet? I don't understand what the bet is. You got to be a little bit more specific, but then I'll give you the guidelines. So anyway, I'm just trying to make all of you understand this, and maybe I'm preaching to the choir here. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to unlock your deaf ears, because what I'm trying to make you understand is this: when something is too easy, you understand, there's a reason for it. And I just wish that you could see that. When something is too easy, it was made that way for a reason. It was set up for that reason. And that reason is the greatest transfer of wealth. That's why they do all of this. Don't you understand? See, Ken Griffin is a genius. He really is. You know, he controls these payment for order flow platforms. Every time people buy stock or cryptocurrency, whatever the case may be, every time people sell, he's making money hand over fist. He controls everything in the dark pools. And it's like, unfortunately, even though we got our asses handed to us in 2022, it hasn't changed anything. And the reason for this is because the floodgates were opened. That's it. People are used to this convenience. Do you understand? Do you capiche what I'm saying to all of you? What's the under? How many times I say it tonight? How many times I say V for Victory? I don't know. That's going to be a tough one. Here he goes again, under manager, the supporter / Ballbreaker, who comes here every live stream as a test. This guy tests me. Please explain where the lost 350 billion is now. Where did it go? Went into the hedge funds pockets. That's where it went. Your friggin' Mama Luke. Where did it go now? It went to Ken Griffin's Tokyo trip, where he's bringing 1,200 of Citadel's employees to Disney Tokyo. All right, it's on us. It's to the Constitution of the United States that he bought. It's to the largest house in the world that he's building. It's the largest skyscraper in the world that he's building in New York and friggin' Florida. This guy. That's crazy. That's where the money went. Wow. It went to increase Citadel's friggin' net worth and friggin' Ken Griffin's net worth. 16 billion they made. Now, I don't know what's up with this guy, under manager. He goes from being like, Citadel. Yes, that's what I said. He goes from being a supporter to, I don't know, always testing me. Back to the Future says hello, Jennifer. Hi, Back to the Future. Jennifer says hello. I'm not smart like you. Listen, that I am going to explain. The thing that you have to understand, and I don't want to be redundant, okay? Did you ever think that everything in life happens for a reason? Did you ever think that? Did you ever take a minute? Because I don't think people do. You want me to level with you? I don't think people take a minute out of their day and think about everything happens for a reason. This Robinhood, this Webull, all of these platforms have been set up for a very specific reason to attract. Thank you, Back to the Future. I love you, brother. God bless. To attract the uneducated, to attract the unexperienced, okay, into these platforms that are controlled by a powerhouse, okay, Citadel. And what I'm trying to make you understand is that it really, really was a genius idea because it worked. It attracted millions and millions of people, okay, once again, who have no really Wall Street experience, investing experience, no knowledge, no nothing. And you know what's funny about the SEC? I'll make you all laugh. In a way, it's very funny. Okay, it's a joke because see, like someone like me, if I wanted to put together a private placement or something like that, they got all these rules. They got all these regulations, like, oh, you could only deal with a certain number of non-accredited investors. You follow me? And the rest of the people that you could deal with are accredited investors, meaning people who make 250,000 a year, people who have a net worth over $1 million. But what's funny about these platforms like Robinhood, they could deal with an unlimited amount of uneducated investors, an unlimited amount of non-accredited. Like think about it, they never ask your experience. I mean, and if they do, it's certainly not a criteria, or a judgment. In other words, if you're allowed to trade in this platform. Remember the story you read, Jennifer? There was this young kid who winded up losing 750,000. I don't know. He somehow got access to his parents' money and he killed himself. He took his own life because, see, the thing is, he should have never been allowed. God bless him. I feel so terrible. What a terrible thing to happen. But he should have never been allowed to trade options. So what I'm saying is like Robinhood, you're letting someone who's this young kid trade options. But isn't it ironic how, like, see, now if I want to put together an offering, right? All of a sudden now there's all these rules and regulations. All of a sudden now, oh, you could only deal with a certain amount of, non-accredited investors. But on Robinhood and on Webull, it's unlimited. You could deal with the whole effing world. It doesn't make a difference if they have no knowledge of stocks, no knowledge of cryptocurrency. Don't you understand that all of this was done for a reason? Can't you see through this? You know that song, I heard it through the grapevine. Can't you see through the grapevine what's happening here? This was all done for a very specific reason, to attract the uneducated, to attract the unexperienced. And like I said, it led to the greatest loss in the history of Wall Street. People talk about Bernie Madoff. Oh, $50 billion Ponzi scheme. We never seen anything the likes of this before. Yeah. That's nothing. That's amateur night at the Apollo compared to what we lost retail. Okay, in 2022, 350 billion. Like a pump and dump, exactly. But listen, Vladimir Putin, you're missing the point as usual again. G-Dog agrees. Good. We have someone with an intellect here. You're missing the point. You may have experience, okay, trading options. But the thing is, millions and millions of people on Robinhood and on Webull don't. Okay? And I'm trying to make you understand the SEC doesn't have a problem with this. I wonder why. I wonder why Gary Gensler doesn't have a problem with that. Because I feel it was all done for a very specific reason. Okay? To lure the uneducated and the unexperienced. Now, this goes back to the original point of my conversation. The original point of my conversation is when something is very easy, it's cheesy. Okay, it's like you all don't understand that. In other words, it's easy for a reason because they want to take your effing money, you students. That's why it's easy. That's why when you go to a casino, listen, I'm talking about, the V for Victory project. I'm talking about being the house. You gotta be, the house always wins. I'm not talking about being the gambler. The players don't have a chance, okay? I'm talking about being the house, baby. But I'm just saying, the players, why do you think they make it so easy for them? Did you ever wonder? Why did they give them that comp dinner? Why did they give them the comp suite? Where they say, bring your girl down, we're gonna give you a beautiful room and, beautiful, nice, soft bed, that you could do your pumping on and all this shit. Why do you think they do all of this? Oh, we're gonna give you a nice massage for your girl. It's a birthday, we're gonna throw in a little champagne, a little chocolate covered straw. Listen, me and Jennifer got all of this. Jen, remember we went down to Caesars. It was our anniversary. They gave us a big, gigantic room. They gave us the Moet champagne. They gave us the chocolate covered strawberries. This is all done to get our money. That's it. It's one big scam. It's one big plot. They know I'm going to go down there with $10,000 or more, and they want that money. It's the same thing with Robinhood. It's the same thing with Webull. So what I'm basically telling you is this, and again, I have to watch what I say because everything I say is for entertainment purposes only. But what I'm trying to make you understand is virtually none of you have a chance. And you're all playing this imaginary dream. I'm just telling you the truth. You're playing an imaginary dream that you're all going to become successful. It's never going to happen. It's never going to, they're never going to let it happen. Like, what you don't understand what's happening right now in the cryptocurrency industry, there's going to be a major dump very soon. It's going to be a major dump, and already there's bag holders. There's tremendous amounts of bag holders in the cryptocurrency industry, but there's going to be even more because it's a billionaire's game. And if you're not a billionaire, you're not going to win. You're not going to win, okay? I'm sorry. Look, I have to watch what I say because, look, I'm not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice. I'm an entertainer, okay? So everything I say is for entertainment purposes only. It's not a scam. Well, under manager, no offense. If you don't see through the grapevine, you're childish. No offense. And I don't care, even though you supported me in the past, I really don't care if you don't support me ever again. If you don't see through the grapevine of what happened, then you're childish. You have no intellect. No offense, okay? Because this is so, you don't even have to be a rocket scientist to figure this out. You don't have to be a brain surgeon. This is so like common sense, what they're doing. It's so common sense that, like, listen to me. It's a setup, you stupid morons. You're all being set up. You're all being played. And you know what's crazy is you got played already so big. And you're still all doing the same shit. At least I wisened up. Okay, at least I smartened up where I will never allow that to happen to me again. Never. You understand me? I will never allow that to happen to my family again. But all you mamalukes, you're like the second coming of idiots. You're gonna just keep doing this and doing this and doing this, and it's just gonna be feast night. It's gonna be feast night for the hedge funds again. It's some people unfortunately just don't learn from their mistakes. That's it. We live in a world where you have two types of people. You have people who make mistakes, which is fine. It's okay to make a mistake. But the thing is, learn from it. So what's amazing about the V for Victory project, and if I have to do it, like I said, with limited support, and if I have to do it on my own, that's fine. But you're talking about entering an industry where there's no more corruption. This is what you don't understand. Entering an industry where there's no more control. You're not a puppet anymore. You're not sheep, but it seems like you prefer that. It seems a lot of you prefer to be sheep. Not Back to the Future. I love that guy. But a lot of you prefer to be sheep. And I really feel sorry for you. And that's why I try to tell all of you, why don't we do a test? Okay? I wish that I could get all of you to agree to this. You want to hear what I wish? Use pennies on the dollar. Listen, nothing. Like, you see what Back to the Future gave me? $1. Pennies on the dollar. Nothing. It's BS, right? Okay. To help me, in other words, with my own income, fund the first V for Victory project. I'm not asking for investments. I want to pay for it myself with my own income. Okay. That could be by way of super chats, YouTube ad revenue, super stickers, whatever the case may be. My own income. Okay. And then let's compare how my project does to all of your portfolios. And I know for a fact that I'm going to outproduce all of you. See, and that's why I think deep down inside you're afraid. You're afraid to support me because I think deep down inside you all know that I will destroy all of you. Okay, and that's what it is. So, you don't want to support me for that reason. And I get it. And I have no problem doing all of this myself. Okay, I'll put in the hard work, I'll put in the time, and I'll put in the effort to do it myself if I have to, or with very limited support. Great people like Back to the Future. You're not really helping me, Vladimir Putin, in essence. You're helping yourself, and I'll tell you the reason why. Because I always give this analogy. No one's going to be able to do. You know why I'm doing this? Can I explain this? Because no one else could do it. No one else has the ability to do this on planet Earth. That's it. No one. And you know what's so great is that even if one of you wanted to compete with me, like let's say Vladimir Putin, right? He could never do it. He can. So I actually look forward to people trying to compete with me because no one will be able to do it because this is too difficult. See, that's why you all like it easy. You like it cheesy. You like to go on your Robinhood accounts. You like to play with your couple of $100 that you have to your name. And I made a couple of hundred today. You like your crumbs. You know, that's what it is. You all live off crumbs. It's like Ken Griffin and the hedge funds took away everything from us. Now they're throwing us crumbs and you're satisfied with that. After losing $350 billion, you'll get a crumb. Oh, I made $200 today. Ooh, you're a bunch of morons. What's up, more 9 at N516? I'm not going over this anymore, Ballbreaker. Okay, we received the VCF funds. It is in trust for our children, and that's the end of it. I'm not going into this anymore. I must have been asked this question about 5,000 times already. Funds received, set up, trust for the children, end of discussion. Happy weekend to you, brother. More 9 at N516. So listen, guys, I can't really stay too long here because we're going to visit my wife's father. But it's just, look, I accept the fact that all of you are brainwashed. And I accept the fact that all of you are sheep. I get it, okay? And unfortunately, some of you are going to remain sheep for the rest of your life. And unfortunately, there's nothing I could do about that. Look, I could preach a message to you. There's an old expression, you could bring the horse to water, but you cannot force the horse to drink. You understand? I can't force all of you to see things by my perspective. You're going to see your perspective. And listen, I wish you all the best of luck. Okay, God bless, as my grandmother Anna says in heaven, God bless all of you. I wish you nothing but the best of health, happiness, and success. But here's what I can tell you. Apefather learned from his mistakes. Apefather will never allow Ken Griffin or any short seller or any hedge fund or the 1% to get any more of my money for the remainder of my lifespan on planet Earth. That's it. They got me. I love you, Back to the Future. You're my true brother, and Jen loves you. My whole family loves you.
Love you.
So I'm not going to allow Ken Griffin to beat me ever again. Okay. So if you want to do it, do it. I can't stop you because I'm not a financial planner and I don't give financial advice. I'm an entertainer. But just on my end, there's no way he's not even getting 1 cent of my money. Never again. So that's it. All the heat. Have a great weekend, Back to the Future. We love you, brother. Jen, he said, have a great weekend.
Oh, have a good weekend. I feel like you know. Probably boring.
Vladimir Putin, by the time I complete my project, I will have all the requirements necessary for a gaming license. Okay? All the requirements. So don't worry about it. I have a picture perfect legal record. So let me explain something to you. My record is so clean that, like, let me tell you something. It's sparkling like this. You see this? Let me show you. You see how this is sparkling, Vladimir Putin? You see how that sparkles? That's how clean my record is. That's how clean it is. As far as knowledge that will be required, I will have it. Okay? Trust me. It'll be completed, done, finished. Finito. My brother is DOJ. I don't actually have bad credit. There is no more lien on the house. The lien has been paid. Okay? No more lien on the house. Tell them, Jen.
Yeah, no more lien.
No more lien. Mortgage 100% up to date.
Everything up to date.
Everything is up to date. It makes you angry, doesn't it? Over $300,000 in equity in my house. My house is worth close to $600,000. So, sorry to break it to you, chumps, but it's all good in the neighborhood. You know, like Mr. Rogers. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Well, it's a beautiful day in the Jersey Shore. But why do I have to prove anything to you, Ballbreaker? Elizabeth, What this is? I made a video about this. Remember, Judd?
Yeah.
Why do you all feel entitled, right, to know my personal financial business, my wife's personal financial business? Look, whatever I choose to share with you is my prerogative. It's like that Bobby Brown song, you know? It's my prerogative. So look, I chose to share whatever I chose to share. That's it. And then there's things I'm not comfortable sharing. You understand? Who are you that I have to show a check to? Like, are you an accountant? Are you my accountant? Are you the IRS? Like, who are you people? You're internet trolls. You're psycho Norman Bates losers, you understand, on the internet. Okay, that's who you are. And I'm not going to share anything that I'm not comfortable with. So, sorry. You could call it lies. You could call it deception. You could call it whatever you want. But if I'm not comfortable, I'm not going to share it with you. But I have the right to talk about whatever I want, Ballbreaker. This is my channel. This is my platform. I have the right to talk about it. It is called the First Amendment. It's called freedom of speech. I have the right to say whatever I want to say. And I also have the right to not say certain things. You understand? So thank you, Brownie. I love you, brother. God bless you. See, he's a good man, Brownie. He always supports me because, you know, deep down, Brownie knows Apefather wants nothing but the best for all of us. I love you, Brownie. Richie, how bad do you need attention? You know what you don't understand? You want to be Suge Knight, mother effer, WTF 198, who's probably Chad Clifford. I'm actually trying to help all of us. I know you don't understand this because you think that I'm looking for attention and you think I'm trying to, I don't know, cause some kind of scam or some kind of, like, you know, very bad thing, but it's the complete opposite. It's the complete opposite of what you think. I actually want the best for all of us. And I feel that the current situation that all of us are in is the real scam. The current situation, how we're all invested in, you know, in my opinion, this whole thing was set up as a scam from day one. The whole thing. Platforms, Robinhood, Webull, and then even the actual stocks themselves. GameStop, I feel the whole thing that happened with GameStop was a pump and dump, in my opinion. The whole thing. Because don't you find it ironic, for the first time in history, none of you find this ironic, huh? Like, you know, Alanis Morissette. Isn't it ironic? Or don't you think? It's like a rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride or you're already there. It's a goodbye to your money. Don't you find it to be ironic how the first time in history we beat the hedge funds at their own game, a game they've always historically won? How GameStop, this garbage company, could go to almost $500 a share? You don't find that to be like a little psycho? And then suddenly, how Melvin loses $2 billion, Citadel bails them out. Remember, the Department of Justice said they were going to investigate everyone associated with Melvin? Why didn't they investigate Citadel? What happened to that? Don't you all find that to be odd? You don't. You know why? Because your IQ is this small, in the single digits. My IQ, I'm a piano player. Let me explain something to you. I'm a musician. You have to have a very large IQ to play the piano as well as I do. Okay, at a master level. I have a very large IQ, and I see through the bullshit. Now, maybe you don't see through the bullshit. That's fine. If you don't see through it, keep doing what you're doing. But you're gonna notice in a year from now, when my net worth is gonna be friggin' 100 times higher than yours, then it's gonna go 1,000 times higher than yours. At some point, you're gonna realize I'm right and you're wrong. Okay, that's the bottom line. You've already tested me on the manager. Every question you've asked me, I've answered in a very prudent, intelligent way. Every question that you've asked me, I nailed it. You answer like a 5-year-old. Listen, you could say whatever you want on the manager, but I feel that I've answered the question in a way that was very professional, very diligent, and intelligent. So we have the right to have what's called a difference of opinion. David, how could you be so stupid? I mean, really, were you born stupid, or did it gradually happen over the years in your life? We lost 350 billion, you stupid Mama Luke. Okay? Can't you see the scam? Can't you see the setup? Can't you see what they did to us, you stupid low IQ idiot? I mean, really, I mean, you people, you remind me of someone, right? You remind me of someone who gets a phone call, right? Hey, guess what, David? You just won $5 million. Really? Oh my God, I can't believe it. All I need is your social security number. I need your credit cards. I need your mother's maiden name. Oh, let me provide you with all of that. It's like you people are so stupid, you know? It's like you fall for the easiest scam in the world. Now, look, here's the thing. I did too. Okay, look, I got to admit it. I fell for it too. But no more. That's it. No more. It'll never happen again for me. Now, every dollar I get, Jen, tell them, loading up on the gold, baby. Loading up on the gold. American Eagles, okay? American Buffaloes. Loading up on cash, baby, because cash is king, okay? Real estate. V for Victory Project. No more stock market. No more Ken Griffin, Gary Gensler, Adam Enron. No effing more. And no more friggin' Lou. He's the one who got me in trouble in the first place, that bald-headed Uncle Fester mother effer. Okay, with his promises of grandeur. I can't believe that under manager actually gives me a tip after everything he freaking says. Oh, look, I'm not going there with you with this continents. Africa, that's my favorite one. Okay, how about that? I'll give you one.
Okay, I give one.
Go ahead.
Asia.
Asia. But my favorite one is Africa. That's my favorite one. That's all you're gonna get.
America?
Yeah. No, don't give him any more. We know all of them, but we're not gonna give you the pleasure. I'm just gonna give you my favorite one. Africa, baby. That's the home of Apefather. Wow!
Oh my God.
No, Africa is definitely not a country. It's a continent.
Oh my God. They're saying that?
Anyway,
I'm trying to trick you.
that child knows this. Listen, here's the bottom line. You know what else a child knows? That Ken Griffin took your underwears and all your clothes. A child knows that too. Even my daughter knows at this point Ken Griffin's name. My daughter knows how many times I yelled it.
That's true. That's true.
Sex Pistols, you say this a lot in the comment sections. There's nothing illegal about what I'm saying. I am not asking for investments. Listen to me. Okay, let me explain something to you. In our country, in the United States of America, I don't know, you might not be from the USA. I don't know where you're from, assuming you're from the greatest country in the world. We have a thing called the First Amendment. Okay, it's freedom of speech. I have the right to speak about anything I want. I could talk about anything. You understand? Now, here's the thing. Okay, if people find me entertaining and want to give me a super chat, that's their prerogative to do so. I'm not promising them anything in exchange for their super chat. I'm not telling them that they're going to receive interest in my project. I thoroughly explained to them that the super chat is for entertainment purposes only. So if a lawyer heard my live stream, yeah, he would 100% deem this to be 100% legal. There is nothing illegal about anything. I have the right to talk about the casino industry. I have the right to have a dream. I have a dream. I have the right to express to all of you that my dream is to one day open a casino, which I call the V for Victory Project, using my own money. There's nothing illegal about saying that. Now, I have the right to also feel that, you know, the stock market, in my opinion, is corrupt. And the cryptocurrency industry is corrupt. And that we got played. And we were part of the biggest scam in history, according to my opinion. So there's nothing I'm saying. I also say that everything I say is alleged. Okay, I explained to you it's based on my own opinion and it's for entertainment purposes only. Bro, there's nothing illegal about anything I'm doing. And I know deep down in your freaking heart, you know it's true. Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, 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 I hate you. I'm the manager. How many oceans are in the world, and name them? The Atlantic Ocean. That's all you're gonna get from me, baby. New Jersey. I only give you my favorite. I give you my favorite. You're too sensitive. That's what my wife says. Rick, there's nothing in any way, shape, or form, listen to me, that I'm doing that's illegal. Nothing. Listen to me. If you break down my entire live stream, right? It's about the First Amendment, listen to me, which is freedom of speech. And it's about being
Sorry.
entertaining. Okay. And if people choose to tip me, which is a super chat, okay, that is their prerogative. There's nothing. Okay, you want to hear where it gets illegal? You want to hear, because I actually have experience on this, okay? I once got a cease and desist order from the SEC, and I'll tell you what I did that was illegal. I'm gonna tell you, okay? I was not registered as a broker dealer, okay? And I called up a Pittsburgh developer. Now listen to me. I sent him out a prospectus, and I offered him interest. You understand? In other words, I offered him, this was back a long, long time ago. This was like 2007 or something. And the SEC sent me a cease and desist letter. And the reason for that, they explained it to me. They said, you're not registered as a broker dealer. You have no offering registered with us, and you have no right to offer a developer or an investor interest in your project. So, but I'm not doing that right now. I don't know if I mean, how many times have we gone over this? I tell everyone that I want to fund the V for Victory project with my own money. Do you understand? I'm very clear about this. I'm very crystal clear. And I explained to them that if they give me a super chat, that it's for entertainment purposes only. It is not an interest. It actually is going to my own income, of which I have to pay taxes on. And I'm going to fund the project using my own money. There's nothing illegal about it. That's it. Sorry. But that's the truth. Listen to me, you can never get me in trouble, Sex Pistols, because I collected super chats. Super chats are a voluntary tip that people give. The only way you could get me in trouble, legal trouble, is this. If I would say, assuming, and I'm never going to say this, but if I would say, give me $100, I consider it to be an investment in my V for Victory project, and that $100 will give you so-and-so interest in my project. Then if I collected that money, you understand? With that, understanding between us, I could get into legal trouble. Because then you could report me to the SEC, and you could say, this guy Apefather, he's a YouTube personality, just made me a promise that for $100, I'm going to get a percentage of this so-called V for Victory project. It's a casino, and it's an investment, and I want to know if he's a registered broker dealer. I want to know if he has any offerings registered. Yes, I would get in trouble. But that's not what I'm saying. If you listen to everything I'm saying to you on the live stream, I'm not offering any interest. I'm very clear that I want to fund the V for Victory project with my own money, meaning my own money. What does that mean? Money I have to my name, that's my own money. Money that I have in savings, money that I have in real estate, gold, cash, trusts, bonds, and money that I have for future earnings. That are not just limited to YouTube. It could be any of my future earnings. In other words, my own money. And super chats, whether you want to accept this or not, is part of my own earnings. Nothing illegal. Sorry, Sex Pistols. No heaven for the rich. I really, really wish that was true, but Billy Joel once wrote a song called Only the Good Die Young, and it seems to me that the bad and the evil always seem to get ahead, which is terrible. It's probably because they have no super ego. You should look that up. They have no compassion, no empathy, no sympathy. Serial killers have no super ego. And I believe that people like Ken Griffin have no super ego, people like Adam Aaron. That's it. They're selfish. They're only interested in their own personal successes, and whoever they have to step on to get there, so be it. That's just my opinion. I am a millionaire, but I'm not a billionaire, Detective Pikachu. Name 3 books you've read in the last year. We've gone over this before. I'm a big Donald Trump fan. I read The Art of the Deal. I read Surviving at the Top. Okay, The Art of the Comeback. There's 3.
Britney Spears memoir.
Britney Spears memoir.
The Woman in Me. That's what's.
Back to the Future says accepting super chats is not begging. It's true because look, Back to the Future willingly gives me a super chat. It's not forced. He finds me to be entertaining, and he gives me a super chat. It's of his own, free will. Okay, so that's not begging, and that's not in any way, shape, or form illegal. Why do you think YouTube gives YouTubers the option to receive super chats? Because it's a way of the audience to express that they find, your channel entertaining, and they're giving you a tip. That's it. Not Trump. But you said any books. You weren't specific on the manager, right? He goes, name 3 books. Well, that's Trump, baby. You want me to name another book? Okay. I'll name another one. Can it be a musician book? Does that count? Because I got plenty of them that I've read. I've read every potential musician's biography. I've read so many biographies in the music business. I'm actually getting my wife's getting me the new Clive Davis life story. So I'm waiting for that book to come through Amazon. I'll let you know after I read it. Lou said you were broke. Of course Lou's gonna say I'm broke, Mr. Chewy. Listen, but you want to know what the thing is? Look, even if you just based, okay, my net worth on the following things, which is public record, okay? Name 5 mammals. This guy's out of his mind. This guy. It's freaking nuts. I'll name you just my favorite. That's all. Okay? The Apefather. Wow!
Oh my god.
The Apefather is the whale, baby. I just named you my favorites. That's it. I'm not going to give you any more than my favorites. Apefather the whale, baby. Explain why your son hates you. My son doesn't hate me.
Oh, that's horrible.
He's got that. He's going through the pre-teen ages, where he loves to be around his friends and not his parents, and it's uncool
Obviously.
to hang out with the parents. That's all.
I mean, who hung out with their parents at 13?
Did Lou ever sue me? Never. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Of course Lou's gonna say I'm broke. But look, here's the facts. If you look up Lou's name, which I don't want to say because I don't want to give him any clout. But if you look up Lou's name, there's no proof that Lou owns any real estate. Nothing. There's no proof, no evidence whatsoever. If you look up my name, I understand, well, your mother, it's in your mother's name too. Okay. I'm power of attorney of my mother, and I explained to you the reason for that, so I'm not going to go there anymore. But you see, I own a home that has $300,000 in equity. So right there, I'm not broke, right? I mean, you have $300,000 to your name. I don't think broke is the correct word that you use. Then you see that there's a trust set up for my children through my father. I'm not broke. I mean, my family obviously has well over $500,000 in assets, and that's public record. That's like, in other words, that's not even stuff you don't know about me. You understand? That stuff that, then if you add all the restaurants, the fun coupons, and all the things you actually have saw from me, my portfolio, for instance, and everything else, I mean, I'm not broke. So come on. Lou is a billionaire. He is not a billionaire. He even said it himself today, Ballbreaker, that he thought it was insane. Like, someone wrote online that Lou's a billionaire, that he's worth 1.5 billion. And even Lou said, like, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Lou even says it. You're boring. You know what's boring? The fact that your schlong doesn't work. WTF. Listen to me. You know what's boring? The fact that every time you're in bed with a girl, you can't get it up. That's what's boring with your high blood pressure. Go take your medication, you freaking mother effer. That must be boring. Listen, look into these pumps, WTF. It's very easy, brother. You put a little rubber band on. It's not going to hurt you. Don't get scared. And then you got to pump it up. Pump it up. Don't worry about it. Even with your high blood pressure, you'll still be able to get a stiffy. Oh, my God. Listen, my wife's giving me a look. We have to go see. To be continued on the manager. Okay? To be continued. Okay? I will be back. And I'll tell you what. On the manager, you want to have the real competition? Do you play piano? Do you play piano? Because what I would like to do is have a little bit of a contest. Okay? Like Crossroads, baby. A little bit of a contest. Or if you play another instrument, you play any musical instrument. How about that? Let's not limit it to the piano, okay? So no, but I'm asking you, and I'll be willing to put up money on this. Okay? Do you play a musical instrument? Because let's go head to head. Let's go head to head. Okay? Let's see how far you can last with me. Okay? We'll pick a jazz standard song, and we gotta improvise. We gotta friggin' kill it. Okay? Let's see if you can beat me, since you're so brilliant. No, I run companies. Yeah. Okay. Well, listen. Here's the thing. Look up. Okay. The following people: Beethoven, Mozart. Okay? Look up people on that stature. That's how well I play the piano. Okay? And you're going to see certain names called genius. Okay? Prodigy. That goes along with Beethoven. That goes along with Mozart. That goes along with Debussy. Claude Debussy. Okay? The Impressionistic period. Okay? And when you look up those people, that's how well I play the piano. And that's how high my IQ is. And until you could do that, go F yourself. This live stream has not been financial advice. I am not a financial planner. It is for entertainment purposes only. V for victory. God bless. God bless. Back to the Future.
Bye-bye,
God bless.
Future.
I'm the manager, you Ballbreaker. Thanks for your support. And God bless Brownie.
Brownie.
I did name a continent. I said Africa was my favorite.